nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So Karma Yoga is effortless expression of happiness through action, speech, and mind. So whatever we are supposed to do it happily. If you don't want to do, don't do it, but happily, not with frustration. Whatever we have to speak, speak happily. When you speak happily, there cannot be a slip of bad word from the mouth. And when we think happily, it cannot be a negative thinking. So this is Karma Yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. The problem is, we have understood, we know, but the mind is not listening to us. Like we have yesterday been initiated into a Diksha. What was the Diksha? 28th April 2024. Today the mantra will change. 29th April 2024. Every day the mantra will change. Not the stale mantra every day. See? So we have heard, but we cannot practice. Therefore, the second aspect of Bhagavad Gita is that we have to discipline ourselves. Self-discipline is a freedom. Discipline imposed on us is a bondage. Now all of you, whosoever has come, if you have come on your own choice, you will be happy. But if someone is brought with a lead, chalo na, okay, such people will suffer. How simple it is. Therefore, we have to have self-discipline for both material life as well as spiritual life. Very important. And it is for this purpose, Bhagavad Gita tells us the path of yoga and the path of devotion. Two of them. So what is the path of yoga according to Bhagavad Gita? I am not taking you to Patanjali. Patanjali has never said what is sold in his name. See, Patanjali never told that there are 64 asanas. Go on twisting the body. Patanjali said, straighten your mind. But instead of that, you see, throughout the world, wherever there is yoga studio, only twisting the mind. I was in California, and after my talk was over, one lady came, a local one, and she said, Mr. Swami, this is my card. I am a yoga teacher. So I read that card. Yoga below the tree. So you could smile. I could not. So it was yoga. So after, do you do? I said, yes, I also. Where is your card? I said, I don't have card. I am cardless. We have got only QR code, no cards. India is developed country. You people are all underdeveloped. Whenever people from these countries come to India and they see a cobbler is sitting with the QR code, they get the shock of their life. So I said, I don't have any card. Then you teach yoga? I said, yes, I teach. What is your yoga? I said, yoga on the tree. Yours is below the tree, mine is on the tree. Only twisting the body. This is how Patanjali must be turning in his grave. Come on, yaar, I never said this. Patanjali defines asana. Sthira sukham asanam. Sthira is an adjective. See? You are sitting steady. So, steadiness is indicating the sitting posture, not you. You may be disturbed inside. Physically, you are steady. Exactly the same way. Sthira sukham. Steady bliss is asana. When you are steady now, your body is steady, your mind is steady, and you are not disturbed. This is the real meaning of asana. So, no, they were looking through like a zoo. Who is sitting there? So, and he says further that if you want to practice this, what is the technique? How can we be steadily happy? Only two things. Not even two, only one. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatti-bhyam. This is the sutra, Yoga Sutra. Prayatna Shaithilya means minimization of efforts. Lesser the efforts, normal you are. More the efforts, abnormal you are. Now those who are hard of hearing, they have to put lot of efforts to listen. And whenever we put efforts, we get tired. See, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, some people come and sleep in satsang. What is the reason? I said, because of the speaker. He is so anesthetic that a listener goes to sleep. See? The reason is this. They are hard of hearing and they have to put lot of efforts, and after some time they get tired, and therefore why waste time, go to sleep. But those who are having normal audition, they don't have to put efforts, and therefore they don't get tired in life. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatti-bhyam. Ananta is infinite. When you are in tune with the divine, you will never be tired in life. How beautiful it is. We do everything in life and we get frustrated, and then I want to retire now. And what will you do after retirement? Eat the head of the ladies at home. खाने को क्या बनाओ? मेरा सर खाओ. Friends, never be retired in life. Till the last moment, work hard. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatti-bhyam. The day you get tired in your life, not physical tiredness, but the tired of life, अब तो मरना ही अच्छा है. So everybody is waiting. क्या प्रोग्राम है? You told it so many years before. Forgot or what? See, friends, Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. This is the meaning of asana according to Patanjali Maharaj. And when you are not exhausted, tired, you are happy. Happiness is not joining a laughing club. See, I was in Bhopal, and opposite the house where I was staying, there is a nice small garden. So I used to go there for a walk. And in that garden, there used to be about 8 or 10 elderly people coming, all full with the Madhya Pradesh. Ganpati Bappa used to come. And one youngster will come and teach them how to laugh. Laughing club. So all of them will be standing in a circle and he will be moving inside and talk to them that why we should laugh, why laughing is good, etc. Then he said, okay, now we'll start laughing. In their whole life, they have only complained, never laughed. So now they have to learn laughing. So he used to say, I will clap 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and I will say, ha, ha, ha. You also have to say loudly, okay? He will say, ha, ha, ha. And all these oldies, ha, ha, ha. Not like this. Chant from your nabhi, from your ummalikas. Loudly, ha, ha, ha. Once, twice. No, you are not doing sincerely. Do loudly. And then they will do loudly. Ha, ha, ha. What problem? Dentures, swaha. Now, whose denture is which? Hey, friends. Remaining happy means take our happy mantra, living at zero complaint level, you are happy. No complaints about anything in this world. That is yoga. Hey, friends. And if we follow Patanjali in this light, then it's good. But if you are only interested in twisting the body, keep one leg here, one leg there, and it gets locked, and thereafter you have to call the emergency 911, please open it. Don't get lost in that. Take Bhagwan Krishna's yoga. Very comfortable. This is what I follow. You try. Tam vidyat dukkha sanyoga. Viyogam yoga sannitam. Dukkha sanyoga. When miseries arrive in our life, viyogam, we don't become miserable. See? Tam vidyat dukkha sanyoga. Viyogam yoga sannitam. Then how to practice that? Sa nishchayena yoktavyaha. Make a firm resolution. May anything happen, never justify you are miserable. This is yoga. See? And then you can enjoy everything. See? I'll tell you one thing. I was in South India maybe about 10, 20, 30 years before. You told us never to talk about the past, but you are talking? Yes. I heard this question. Now listen. If you have learned from your past experiences, they do not create an impression on your mind. Because you have learned. Learning is wisdom. And impressions are likes and dislikes. See? How simple it is. In our childhood, sometime we have touched the fire, we got burnt. Do we have hatred for the fire? Because we have learned fire burns. And thereafter, we now deal with the same fire and the same burning ability of the fire in such a manner that it is to our benefit. We are not hating fire. See, friends, therefore, if our past experiences are taken as our guru and learn from them, you are working on your mind. See, friends, therefore, when I told yesterday, don't talk about your past, there is nothing worth talking about our past. Same thing, we don't understand basic thing. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But what I have got? Only the past. See, friends, it's so important. So, samvidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sannitam. So, when we have decided this principle that we refuse to be miserable, and then sanishchena yoktavyaha, make a firm resolution. Now, how do we practice it? The first principle I told you, don't talk about your past. There is no need. The time when we were children and the time now we are old is so different. It can't be the same. In one of the place I went, and they told me, Swamiji, you please tell, our Hindu ladies are cutting hair. It is not according to our religion. You please mention this point. They have dialed the wrong number. So I told them, I said, look here, in my lecture I told, that religion which is destroyed by cutting the hair is a touch me not religion. See, friends, I said, why don't you put on dhoti? Put on pant. See, friends, don't get lost in these non-essentials in life. That is to be understood. Otherwise, we have comments on everything and everybody in this world. So, three things we have to work with our mind if we want to really keep the mind under our control. Number one, don't talk about our past or ask anybody about their past. No need. You will have zero efforts in not talking to others. Second thing, don't talk to yourself. My hand is not responding. My mind is responding. See? Take an example. I was in somebody's place. We were all sitting for breakfast or lunch or something like that. And that very time, I got a message, WhatsApp. So I read it and kept it down. And finished everything. And then when they came to drop me to the car, so I told that man, I said, look here, you finish everything in the house. And thereafter, I will send you a message. You read that message thereafter, not now. Why, Swamiji? I said, if you argue, I don't talk. Do whatever you like. No, 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 no. I will do that way. I said, I'll send you a message. And then you open that message after 1 hour. Okay. He did it. It was a bad event somewhere happened in the other country related to his relation. Where be attentive. When that event was not known to him, there was no problem. The moment the event was known, problems begin. Be attentive. Everything happens only in knowledge. That which is not included in the knowledge doesn't exist for us. That event has happened, but it was not known to that person. Therefore, it didn't exist for him. Therefore, life is lived not by the body, by the mind. We take care of our body so much. What care we have taken about our mind? See? We imagine because there are thoughts in the mind. We are thinkers. Because there are trees, does it mean it is a garden? It could be a forest. And both the places are similar. In forest also, there are trees. In the garden also, there are trees. But when we go to the forest, we are afraid. We don't know what tree, what plant, some wild animal, snakes. But when we go to the garden, so happy. Both the places, vegetation. What is the difference? In the forest, vegetation is wild in its growth. In the garden, every plant is maintained with a proper distance, pruned, irrigated, protected. Therefore, when we go to garden, we are so happy. Both the places, there are vegetations. If this example is clear, now find out whether our mind is a forest or a garden. Think. Uncontrolled thinking. Constantly. Are chup. And those who are not at peace with themselves, they cannot be at peace with others. And for this purpose, our Maha Mantra is Dekho suno mat bolo. Mind responds as words. I am seeing you all. If I have no response, then there will be only perception, not followed by projection. Like I made a projection. When you all came, I said, now today is our majority. Majority are gents, ladies are few. So perception is not a problem. Problem begins when perception is followed by projection. And how the projection comes? Projection is given or done by the mind and expressed by the speech. See? Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Live in this world cheerfully, happily. No comments. This is what I like of Americans. They don't ask you any personal question. Whether you are married or not, how many times you are divorced, how many children you adopted, how many dogs you have got. They are not interested. See? But we Indians, by default, are you married? Not married? How many times? I got married 4 times. Who asked you? One of the Mahamantra, if you remember, who asked you? This Mahamantra, you know, all these Mahamantras I got from you people. You are my gurus. I was in your Badrinath. Morning 4 o'clock, I finished my darshan as usual and came down to one old Amma. I used to spend time with her, very extremely great devotee of Narayana. And she used to chant every day one chapter of Bhagavad Mahapuran before Narayana. Therefore, I was to like her and then sit with her. And one day I told her, Mama, I had decided no more lectures. Enough is enough. She started laughing. I said, What is there to laugh? Why are you laughing? He said, when there is a joke, we are supposed to laugh, is it not? He said, yes, but what is the joke? I said, can there be a better joke than this thing? I said, what joke? Who asked you? That was her question. Did Narayana ask you whether you want to give lecture or not? No, he didn't ask me. Did I ask you whether you want to give lecture or not? No, you didn't ask me. Whose question you are answering? See, friends, Guru is everywhere. We have to learn. Don't push the Guru in a frame. Crucify him on the wall. Let the Guru descend in our heart. Then we are initiated in this art of learning from every single experience of our life. See, friends, and you will see when you travel somewhere, regularly same road. When the road is good, that you will not remember. But when there is a speed breaker or something, that you will remember. Miseries are remembered more. Good times are not remembered more. Because we react intensely in the miserable experiences. See, my friends, therefore, Tamvidya Dukkha Sayoga Viyogam Yoga Sannitam Sanishchayana Yoktavyaha. Now, how to practice this? These are the three things. One, don't bring your past in the present and burden others. Therefore, the mantra is, who asked you? There is no need. Then, about the future. We talk to ourselves all the time. After we go from here, I had to do this thing, I had to cook the food, I should make this thing, I should make it. Should I put the rice right now? No, but it will be very cold. No, but I can take out from the fridge and put it into the microwave and give the pindadan. Bhagavad Gita and rice is being cooked. See, my friends, we always talk to ourselves with reference to future. Imagine a, uh, husband married to two wives. Both of them are holding his hand separately and trying to pull him in opposite direction. What will be his condition? That is our condition in life. Either the past or the future. When we are with the people, we talk about the past. When we are with ourselves, we talk about the future. And what is the future? Worrying. And what is the worry? Try to solve the non-existing problems. Net result, we are not in the present. Remaining in the present is our natural state. And when we are in our natural state, we are happy. See? How important it is, my friends. And therefore, our Mahamantra, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. This is yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. First of all, we have to be convinced of this. Because all of us live only our own convictions. Today, we are convinced that I am a man, I am a woman. Even if Brahmaji comes and tells us, no, you are divine. Kaha mazak uda rahe hum, man. See, friends. So we have to be fully convinced that life is lived by the mind in the body. I went to my friend's house. Used to go again and again. So one day I went, knocked the door. The maid servant opened the door. I said, hey, Gupta ji is there? No, Swamiji has gone out. I said, okay, I'll come later. No, 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 no. You come inside. There is the furniture, sofa size is there, the AC is there, and the tube lights are there. You come. Now, for what I have gone? To see the sofa set, to see the tube light. I have gone to see Mr. Gupta, the resident of that house. Who is living the life? The body? The embodied. The embodied is the mind. Friends. And this mind we have never taken care of. You know, one of the tragedy of human being is never our parents taught us how to think. They only knew how to scold. They themselves never knew how to think. Neither the parents taught us how to think, nor the teachers in the school and college taught us how to think. The moment you know how to think, I guarantee you, 99% of the problems of your life will be dissolved. They need not be solved. See, we have to learn how to think. Now, one example will make it clear how to think. When a boy goes to medical college, hardly he has been there for a month or so, the people at home starts calling him Dr. Saab, Dr. Saab. He has not even become Dr. Saab, Dr. Saab. And earlier he was looking at the people as human beings. Slowly he goes through the treatment, the art of thinking as a doctor. Thereafter, his vision has completely changed. He sees nobody as a human beings. He sees them as patients. Art of thinking has changed. Do you know how I learned this thing? I told you 100 times. Every day we have to learn. If we learn, then only we are walking spiritual path. Otherwise not. How I learned this principle? This happened in Washington, D.C. I came from West Coast, that red-eye flight. About 8 o'clock or so, I landed there. And 11 o'clock was our retreat in a garden. So I went home, took my bath, fresh, had a little bit of tea, and came. Then 1.5 hour session was over. Naturally, whole night I could not sleep and then tiredness. So I was standing with my hands on my, waist, and oh, so one of the participants, I didn't know who is she, but she has become a very good friend. She came, Swamiji, excuse me. I said, you excuse me. He said, why? I said, you answer my question. No argument, yes. Are you a nephrologist? The moment I said to her, she nearly jumped out of her skin. How do you know this? Perfect diagnosis. I said, because I was standing like this. And whenever you have got some kidney stone problem, your kidney gives pain, and when you press little bit, you get a relief for few moments. Therefore, when I was standing like this, you thought I have got a kidney problem. Therefore, you have come to ask me. Therefore, you must be a nephrologist. Swamiji, namaskar to you. How can you think like that? Then I told her, I said, do you know? Or Vitthal Bhagwan in Pandharpur is having a kidney stone. All the time he's standing like this. See, my friends, How do we think? So, as a student going to the medical college, he learns the art of thinking, how he diagnosis is, how it is done. He will be asking you questions. See? Unless we are Indian patient, we will go to the doctor and tell doctor साहब एक आध इंजेक्शन ठोक दो यार बहुत दिनों से नहीं अरे is it a chocolate or what? So we go to the doctor and tell him the symptoms. Symptoms are effects. From the effects, we conclude the diagnosis of the disease. That is the disease. This is the art of thinking. If you are disturbed, effect. Now see the cause. Cause is, I should not have said like this thing to him, but I did say, now I'm regretting. Why did you talk? Because if we really mean business on the spiritual path, we will start working on our mind. The day we start working on our mind, we are reborn. Now we don't work, we react. देखो सुनो बोलते रहो. Try this thing, friends. So, if we have to work on the mind, let the past not pollute the present. Let the future not disturb the present. Two things. Now in the present, no comparisons. These are the three diseases of mind. Memories, worries, and comparisons. This is how we talk. See? कहना नहीं चाहिए. When you know कहना नहीं चाहिए, so why don't you keep quiet? But you know, when you get a vomit, bring it out. Exactly the same way. कहना नहीं चाहिए हमारे पड़ोसी की बहू हमारे बहू से अच्छी है. Comparison. What do we get out of it? Try these three things consciously. You have nothing to talk in this world. But you will not be bored. You will not be frustrated. अब जी के क्या करेंगे? मरते भी नहीं. Be friends. And if you are in utter present, be attentive. You are happy. See? You cannot be happy yesterday. You cannot be happy tomorrow. If you are happy, you have to be happy now. See? One father told his son, my dear son, congratulations on the happiest day of your life. The son said, Dad, you are so forgetful. You have become old. How come, my son? My marriage is tomorrow and you are giving me the congratulations. That the happiest day of your life today, therefore congratulations. The father said, I thought you will understand. See, these Angrez people, they ask this question. So many of them. One person asked me this question. Swamiji, these your Hindu ladies, why they have the .com on their forehead? I said, because your chance is gone. She's already booked. Oh, it is like that? Yes. But then gents don't have anything on their face. I said, don't need. By looking at the face, married. require any. See, friends, now you are happy now? Now tell me, what did you get? Now where from the happiness came? You are happiness. See, friends, otherwise all the Gambhirananda, Bhagavan Krishna did not tell Bhagavad Gita with a frown on the face and confusion in the mind. Prasanniva Bharata. Arjuna was crying and arguing. Bhagavan Krishna did not have frustration on his face, like the small kids. I used to stay with my friend in Bombay, and they had a daughter. Now that daughter is grown up, married. So she was about 3 years or 4 years. She used to call me my Swamiji. If any other child comes near, she will come throw him away and sit in my lap. You cannot go to my Swamiji that time. So one day, her parents and me and that girl, we were just talking. Then I told her, I said, look here, you have got two of them, mom and dad. I don't know anyone. So let us share. You give me a dad, I'll take him with me, okay? No, 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 you can't take my dad. I like him, I love him. She didn't allow. So, okay, you keep the dad, I take mom. Then I held her and was wanted to go. And the mommy said, yes, I will come with you, Swamiji. Then she started crying and rolling on the floor, becoming so miserable. Be attentive. That time, neither I was miserable, nor her father, nor her mother, because we know it is just a time pass. Don't take life seriously. Learn, learn, learn. Once I was taken in a vaccine institution, and they told Swamiji, do you know vaccines? I said, I don't know. Then we like to show you. Okay. So they told, this is how we prepare a vaccine. Then we have to test it. We have to fix the titer of the dose. Then they took me in a nice big hall, and there were so many cages of the white mice. They said, Swamiji, these are inbred lines, which I don't understand. Okay. We have to pretend we know everything. Okay. And then each cage, there is to be about 10, 12, 20 mice. They say, we give dose to these people. Every mice we catch, give dose. Measured quantity. And they showed me how they do it. And after that, after every 4 hours, we come and take the reading. And when they were telling, my attention was everywhere. So some mice were running around, some were on that wheel, somebody climbing, somebody falling down and all that. So, Swamiji, any question? I said, no question. What you told must be right. But I have got the message from God. Thank you. You are my Guru. He said, Swamiji, why do you say like that? I said, you know what God told me through you? One line of cages, Gujarati. Second line of cages, Bengali. Third line of cages, Marathi. Then from above, dose is put. And he is watching. This is what life is. God can never become miserable because he knows drama, natak. Therefore, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. And how? Karnataka. What are you doing now? As if listening. Karnataka. And when you do natak, be attentive. You know, in the earlier days, in mid-30s, the giants were acting as ladies on the stage in India. Ladies were not acting. So that time when the man who was acting as a lady, that time also he knew he is a man. Exactly the same way. We all have to do our acting. If you are in front of your father, act like a son. In front of your husband, act like a wife. In front of your child, act like a mother or father. But don't get so much entangled that that is all. Basically, you are a man and you become son, you become husband, you become father. And who is miserable? These three guys who exist nowhere. Can we separate out the husband from the man? See, friends. Therefore, wherever, whenever, whatever we are, be 100%. After your role is over, drop it. And always remember, although I am acting as a husband, but basically I am a man. So how to act as a husband? Remain dumb. What should we do? Okay, we'll do that. See, to make the wife happy is to listen to her without argument. When she talks, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. Peace will prevail. Life becomes easy. And these guys who are miserable, the son, the father, and husband, know where they exist. This is what we have to learn and apply in our life. One girl in Mumbai came to meet me, a Marathi girl, and she says, Swamiji, my mummy has asked me to ask you. I kept quiet. He said, you know I am divorced. I said, okay, tell your mummy, I am not interested to get married to you. He said, no, no, not that. Then what? There was some function in our family, in our house, and in that function, I am not supposed to attend because I don't have a husband. Therefore, I ask her question. He didn't die, he's still there. Is he your husband? No. Then you cannot come. So a cross came. Ask Swamiji. So she came. Swamiji, tell me, after divorce, the girl or the boy, do they become widow? When the husband dies, the wife becomes widow. When the wife dies, the husband becomes widow. This is the question. So I told, look here, I have studied all the four Vedas. Nowhere this problem is sorted out. See, friends, but who is miserable? These non-existing entities. See, friends, spiritual life is not external makeup. See, .com, railway lines, U, Y. No. Look within. Play the role. Cheerfully, happily. But don't get rolled up in that role. See, friends, when we practice this, then this principle, what Bhagavan Krishna says, you will never justify yourself being miserable. Our Ramdas Swami says, Jagi sarva sukhi asa ko nahe, vichari mana tuch shodho nipahe. Who is in this world who didn't have difficulties? Even the electric post has problems, you know that? This I discovered in somewhere. One lady used to go, early morning I used to go for my talk. And she used to also come out her house with a nightie and all the chudel kind of hairstyle, and with a dog. Instead of God leading in the morning, the dog was leading. But dog will not go anywhere. He wants his post, electric post. And when the dog is to come, the electric post, अरे बापा आ गया फिर से. And then that dog will go, first of all, do Atma Pradakshina. And then he will do the Sashtanga Dandavat. And thereafter, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate. Even electric post has problem. If you don't want problem, you have to die. How to die? कोई निंदो कोई वंदो कोई कैसे कहो रे राम सांगे प्रीत बांधी होत जैसे हो. Even God is not spared. If you take the life of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, if we collect all the miseries of all the human beings in the world put together, there is not even a fraction of what Bhagwan Krishna has gone through. See? You are tired and frustrated because of your children. Bhagwan Krishna has to sort out. You got only one or two. Hum do hamara ek aadh. Bhagwan Krishna, he had from every wife 10 sons and 1 daughter. What a calamity. And they became so arrogant that Bhagwan thought, before I go, if I don't sort them out, there will be a problem for the world. Therefore, he has to destroy his family. And therefore, he planned everything. See, friends, when this is the story of Bhagwan Krishna, and we imagine that we will get happiness from others, you cannot. You are the source of happiness. Instead of seeking happiness from others, learn to be happy for no reason. This is yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. We are studying Gita Yoga. Don't forget that. Friends. And for that, see, when we do something, there is every likelihood that we may become very proud of our success. One can digest the failures in life sometimes. To digest the perpetual success is very difficult. Konyosti sadrusho maya. In the 16th chapter, Bhagavan says, Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yogo Nam. I have done this thing, I have done that thing, I have done this thing. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Therefore, when we are leading our life in a disciplined manner, we are not obliging the world. We don't have to tell others. We live our own life. And what is our spiritual life? Again, I am repeating it shamelessly. And I know you will not do it. Even then, I will tell for myself. Learn at least one thing per day from your life. New. Not the same ditto. Something new we have to learn. See? And when we have decided this way, our life will be totally different. So we have to learn. And when we learn, it is our responsibility. Nobody can do anything for us. You must have seen there are some people, they cannot learn swimming. Their small child, 5 years, 4 years, they can swim. But the father can't swim. It's not that he doesn't want to, but he cannot. In the same manner, nobody can teach anything to anybody in this world. And if you are bent upon learning, even God cannot stop you from learning. They take the example from Mahabharata, Ekalavya. He was denied by Dronacharya. I won't teach you. What Ekalavya said, who cares? From that I learned one thing. In the relationship of Guru and Shishya, the disciple is important than the Guru. If you are bent on learning, nobody can stop you from learning. Outside is the food in the plate. Hunger is inside in the pate. By looking at the food, will your hunger be satiated? By reading the menu, will the hunger go? That food must be lifted from the plate and must be placed in the pate. Because where is the hunger? In the pate. Exactly the same way. Where are the problems? Problems are not outside. Problems are in our mind. So the teacher is teaching us outside. But to apply in our mind is our freedom. You apply, you don't apply. We have to learn. Nobody can teach us. Therefore, when we thus start learning, then you will discover many things. But in that, one thing is likelihood that we may think ourselves to be superior than others. Okay? One or two examples about this thing. Once I went to my friend, a Tamilian, and I like playing fool with the people. Time pass ho jata hai. Nothing serious about it. Just play fool. So I went to their house, and they were Iyengars. Iyengars are very strict about their food and habits and everything. Very orthodox. So when I went, I said, hey, look here. I don't take onions, I don't take eggs, I don't take non-vegetarian, I take simple food, okay? And it was enough to start a firework in the house. Swamiji, in our house, nobody can come even with the slippers. We are not like others. In the morning, after we finish our bath and all that, then we go and do the puja of the gas. And then we can boil something. Not like getting out of the bed without taking bath with the same dirty body directly from the toilet. We are not like that. And egg, I have not even seen in my eyes. Holier than thou. Friends, goodness, if it is used to compare the weaknesses of others and thereby prove oneself to be superior, is it a goodness? Friends, those who are vegetarians, see how bad they talk about non-vegetarians. We are not non-vegetarians, eating the dead bodies. Chee. What right you have got on somebody's food habits commenting? See? One person went to such an extent. Hamiji, whenever I see any dead, any person non-vegetarian, I always feel it's a moving, or rather mobile graveyard of the dead animals. Can you imagine how perverted that thinking must be? Because I'm vegetarian. There is one more brand. I am not vegetarian. I'm vegan. You have to say in a style. I'm a vegan. Therefore, friends, when we are thus working on our spiritual path, there is a likelihood that we start ourselves thinking to be superior than others. That is the beginning of the fall. And therefore, the principle of devotion is introduced in our life. If we are able to do something in our life, it's only jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. Because of the divine grace, we are what we are today. This is the only way to conquer this poisonous weed called the ego in our personality. Otherwise, little bit of Vedanta here and there we hear, and then what is this? Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. No, friends, and such a mind which is perfectly disciplined by self efforts, and all those self efforts are offered as or oblation to the divine will, then the weed of ego will not be born and we will be protected from ourselves. Suppose I am frustrated because of her. I will go away. But if I am frustrated because of me, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Wherever I go, there I am. See, friends, therefore, if we are working on our mind, we should not compare our quality of life with others' weaknesses. Okay? I never get angry, but those people get all the time angry. I never get angry. You don't have guts to become angry. See, friends, slowly, we will be treading our spiritual path in such a manner. Now, the Karma Yoga, we will be leading our day-to-day life happily. Then, second one was this Ashtanga Yoga and devotion, we will not be a problem to ourselves. Now, the third part comes. The foundation of all these things is knowledge, wisdom, practice. What it is, how it is, this is what is the concluding the Gita Yoga. We will see it in tomorrow's concluding session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.